Welcome back. All right, as you know, these few weeks we're covering just one mechanism. We're really getting deep into the mechanism at ACME that we call the process of change. That's ACME number 1. And it's behind me here on the flip chart. Now remember, ACME stands for Accelerated Change Mechanisms of Excellence, which really means what we're trying to do here is get from A to ACME faster and with less effort, so that we're not always running, trying to use too much effort to get to our results. So I want to go through each one of the points each week now and cover in detail each stage of the process of change, because they have different elements and different things you need to watch out for, and ways to optimize it and ways to deal with what's going on. So we're obviously going to start over here at point A. So point A is your comfort zone. Now here's the thing about the comfort zone. When you're in it, no change is possible at all. So remember way back, I don't know, sometime in the previous weeks, I talked about the process of change just generally, and I used the metaphor of a baby learning to walk. Well, point A is blob baby. That's like newborn human baby. You remember that from the metaphor? So when a newborn baby is, just, like 2 days old or something like that, no matter who you are and how much of a positive thinker you are, anything like that, it is not possible for you to put that baby down on the ground and they just walk away. I mean, I suppose if we were being very sticky in a quantum physical argument kind of way, it's possible, but it's never happened before. I've never heard it. And think about it, like a 2-day-old baby can't even hold up its own head. Like, we're the top of the food chain, remember? Horses come out and they can walk, but we come out and we can't even hold up our own head. So this is a problem, right? Because you could not learn to walk. There's no neurological readiness. Okay, now, if you transpose that to any change, then what happens at point A is there's no neurological readiness. So when you're in your comfort zone and no change is possible, because you're not, think of it like a newborn blob baby, there's no neurological readiness. And so this is part of the reason why I'm quoted often as saying, if someone doesn't want to change, there's nothing you can do to change them. But if someone wants to change, there's nothing you can do to stop them. And we talked a little bit about desire and willingness last week. And so this week, we're talking just about the comfort zone. So when someone's in the comfort zone, there is no change. And this is going to be a short video this week, but I need you to get this, because a lot of people have problems with people in their lives. Oh, this person doesn't want to change. Oh, they don't want to do this. Why can't they do this? Why won't they change? Why won't they? And often what we complain about is other people being stuck in their comfort zone. But the thing is that when someone's in their comfort zone, there's no capacity for change. So you can talk all you want, they don't want to change. And if that's you, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with being in your comfort zone. I'm not the change police, right? So if you want to change, then you have to move through the process. And if you don't, that's great. Now, just a side note, that when you have a problem with someone who's in their comfort zone, it's typically a projection. It means you're stuck in your own comfort zone and you want to get out, but you don't know how. So if that's the case, then what I would offer you is watch each week and see what happens, how we can accelerate and get through this process of change. But by definition, what stops most people when they're in their comfort zone is the idea of being uncomfortable. Right? They say, I couldn't do that. It's, I wouldn't know what to do. Well, that's the definition. Anything outside this red line is going to be uncomfortable. So when change is not comfortable, let me put it to you that way. However, it's worth it to be uncomfortable to get to this new ACME. Another thing people say when they're in their comfort zone is they say, oh, I could never do that. That's not me. Well, again, think of this as being me and everything outside of this as being not me. So yes, it's not you. That's a given. So when you are in your comfort zone, you're comfortable and you know who you are. All change confronts that. So it's going to be uncomfortable and it's not going to feel like you until it is. So that is the sort of discussion around the comfort zone. It's not a big deal, but a lot of people stop themselves from changing because they view it as uncomfortable and, oh, it's not me. I wouldn't even know where to begin. It's not me. Well, that's the definition. So that's okay. you just go, oh, and maybe it's still worth the change. Because remember, desire and willingness are all you need to change anything in your life. Now, next week, we're going to talk about point B, which is really where the process of change gets going. So stay tuned for next week. In the meantime, if you learned something, please like, comment, and share these videos so that we can get more people on board. If you need some resources, we've always got them at greatnessu.com/virtual. And we can only reach people if you help us get the word out. So we'll see you next week as we go over point B in the ACME #1, the ACME process of change.